88,000 jobs added to the U.S. economy last month, so better than consensus. U.S. unemployment rate also lower than forecast, so falling to 6.3%. Both metrics indicate strength. One big concern, though, the labor market participation rate still at a decades-low level. That means more people have just given up looking for work. My next two guests are combating that problem. The CEO of Arise Virtual Solutions, John Meyer, is here. He has teamed up with more than 3,000 small businesses. James Butts here as well. He is running one of those companies. He is the CEO of API Global Resources. Welcome, gentlemen. Glad to see you both.
Good to see you.
So, John, what are you doing? You are essentially helping people like James start businesses, but tell us how you're doing it.
Well, it's actually substantially bigger than 3,000. We have actually 27,000 people doing this.
How did I get the number of that wrong? Good heavens. I'm glad you're here to
credit 3,000 by himself. But we're spread around 4 countries, and what we do is these individuals set up their own businesses, and then we have relationships with Fortune 500 companies. And so we will route calls like technical support, customer service, upsell, cross-sell to people's homes, giving them the freedom to work when they want to work. And in many cases, it's one of the few opportunities these people have to work.
Well, and John, one thing that people may or may not know about your company is you started this in large part to basically help U.S. vets, people who had come back from serving overseas. A lot were disabled and could not actually get to a standard 9-to-5 job. And you thought, why don't I just bring the work to them?
You know, it happened actually almost 14 years ago, and the target was disabled people because they didn't have the ability to physically travel anywhere. So all our processes, all our procedures have been based around people not being able to travel, using the technology to move the work to them versus moving them to the work.
Which, honestly, when you say it that way, you think, why doesn't everybody do it that way? It's so simple, but it is not often done. But you have cracked the code on that. James, you are at least one of the case-positive proof points. You do have a very successful, do have a very successful business. How did Arise help you with API?
Well, a number of ways. One with the business support that actually, is the company's headquartered in Florida. The business support, phone support, other marketing assistance as well. And some of the things I've just utilize resources that are available to business owners to grow their companies, to look for these individuals that, need work or want to work from home because of flexibility in terms of scheduling, in terms of family time and things of that nature.
So, James, you are a vet. You served.
Yes.
And you came back. And I remember you telling me, well, it wasn't so easy when you came back. And so you obviously have entrepreneurial talent, and you found a way to capitalize on that.
Right, yeah. My wife is active duty Army, and I'm a veteran of the Air Force. I worked for 10 years for Bank of America before I was laid off back in 2004. I was unemployed up until 2009 until I found this opportunity with Arise, and has since turned it into a great opportunity for me to be able to help others into this endeavor.
Now, you have an entrepreneurial spirit in your family, right? This is deep-seated.
Oh, totally deep-seated. As today, is a special day for me, being here with you and John. Today is my grandmother's 83rd birthday, so happy birthday to her. But it is because of her and my grandparents in general. When we were young, a couple of my cousins and I were sitting down, and she was telling us that she was depending on us to be successful for this family. And to be the leaders of this family. And I think that's what some of us have already done.
Well, James, to your credit, you heard good advice and you took it. But I want to bring you back in, John. I mean, when you say you're working with corporate America and Fortune 500 companies, what do they want from you?
So there's a couple of things. We do technical support, we do customer service, and then we do kind of a cross-sell, upsell. And so when you look at our customer base, 3 out of the 4 telecoms in North America are customers of ours. They don't like us to mention their names. The 3 out of the 5 largest e-commerce companies all utilize our services. In fact, News Corp is a customer in the UK.
So basically, when all these companies need a good, reliable force, whether it's mostly phone, right? It's call centers.
Or it's phone, it's chat, it's email. But probably the important thing is the quality of the people they can get. Because you're using the technology to reach people that physically can't come to a job, you'll find that our demographics, average age is 40. 26% have college degrees.
And there are people who want to work.
Well, they set up their own companies. So when you ask them what they do for a living, they tell you, I run my own business. They don't tell you they have a job. And that type of attitude to represent your brand is what you're looking for.
Exactly.
Well, I am thrilled to have you both here. Thank you for coming in. James Butts joining us there. John Mayer, a pleasure to have you both here with us in the studio.